Guys, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome back to the channel. Glad y'all tuning back in. We got a little updated progress on the K-Swap 01 Integra. I'm about to update you right now. Let's turn around the camera. Today I'm working on fuel lines. Brand new 6 a.m. fuel lines. I'm working on those. I got one made up. I got pretty much equal length. This is coming off the fuel hat. Got these here. We get those ran. Now the opposite end, I'm gonna leave the opposite ends, which should be right here. The opposite ends, I'm gonna leave these open. Then when we get the motor in the car, excuse me, the motor in the car and the fuel rail, we could have to put them on then. So I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna go ahead and put the fuel hat ones on. I already got one. I got one. Do one more. I do that. Got a box full of AM fittings up here we can choose from. 90s, 180s, straights, 45s, I mean adapters. We got a little bit of all of that. I didn't get around to dropping the fuel tank the other day, so what I'm going to do is today probably going to do a little multitasking. Paint that subframe, get it nice and clean, degreased. Do that, drop this fuel tank, drop that and get that out of the way, and pull all that shit out of there. Gotta go to the Home Depot and get some motor mount bolts. 2 3/4 should get us, but we gotta find a thread pitch. We gotta get those. What else is it? What else do we have to do?
We're gonna drop the fuel tank, clean it out. Got to rerun the lines up, measure the lines out, and we got to test fit the radiator.
Oh shit, I didn't get that from the house.
Yeah, we'll get the radiator going here in just a little while. But it's coming together. We're getting it there.
Hey, where's that fuel hat at?
Paint is holding us up right now from dropping the engine in. Weather hasn't been the best, so waiting on humidity to drop a little bit. As you can tell, it's a little wet out here.
I need that.
Is that all you want on this footage?
No, keep running. No, keep running.
Got the trim out right here. Got lucky on this right here. All these pieces right here, none of the plastic broke, taking it apart. But we're going to de-trim all that, repaint everything before we install it after the paint job. Got a little paint work to go, as you can tell. Old finish on there is definitely weather. Still got a good bit to go, but it's a work in progress. Got new door handles. Got a lot of interior we got to do on this thing, clean it up and get it looking right. But we got all black dash interior and everything. Looked up on that on this build here, but that's a preferable color there. Got what else we got to do on this thing?
I already went over the subframe and shit like that.
Oh, okay.
I already went over dropping the fuel tank.
Okay, so
Need to get that shifter box out. And those,
okay, yeah, we're gonna remove these shifter cables that are in it. Those are for a Type S. We need the ones for a TSX style transmission.
TSX and a cord.
And a cord. Same ones. Got a lot of goodies for this thing. Can't really show you just yet, but as we progress, we'll show you a little more. We're getting it, getting it a lot closer though. It's definitely a fun project to take on. Didn't expect this, but this is what we're moving to. Got to get a steering wheel, carpet, of course, but black interior. It's in pretty good shape besides this right here. Hoping it'll clean up and re-glue right there is what we're hoping for, but we'll cross that road when we get there. Still gotta take the sunroof drains and clean them out, just make sure there's nothing in them, make sure all the seals are good so we're not leaking any water in the car. Next project will be, body wise anyways, will be, once we get to that point, it'll probably be one of the last things we do, painting the outside of the car, but we're going to take the trim off and we're going to weld up the clip holes and make it all nice and flush, kind of like a Type R. Rear bumper, I haven't decided yet if I'm going to run this style bumper for it. Debating on cutting these out, don't know yet, just for airflow, you know, little purpose to it, not just for looks, but I kind of think it would look better, just not sure how it looks underneath there. Let's see, we're going to weld these up right here. We'll get us some appropriate gauge sheet metal, grind this all up, put the sheet metal behind there, tack it in place, weld it a little bit at a time so we don't overheat the metal there. And I'm going to fill that in, some nice lightweight filler, some high build primer, sand it up, and she'll be nice and smooth. As far as the hood goes, we're probably going to run, thinking about switching it to a carbon fiber hood. I hadn't decided yet.
You showing the hood?
The hood latches, don't know, we might go with some quick release style hood hinges, I meant. This hood is in decent shape, but it's got a little damage here. Nothing real major, it couldn't be fixed, but we kind of want to mix it up a little bit with a carbon fiber hood, fiberglass hood possibly. We don't know what we're going to do just yet. Maybe some arrow catch teardrop style hood latches. Used those with great success on previous projects. Flip the old hood back. You got to be careful not to crack the windshield. Just lay it on there nice and easy.
Well, ain't no wind coming to slap you upside the head.
Yeah, I was in here sanding. I was in here sanding last weekend, and I was sitting down right there on some cardboard, you know, just sitting there happily sanding, you know, just happy as you can be sanding a underhood of a firewall anyways. But wind's blowing a little bit, wind's blowing. That's how you know this thing comes and cracks me right in the head. Well, I'll throw it back up, you know, I'm like, whatever. And next thing you know, I'm over here just standing there, so just sanding. I'm bent over like right here sanding. I'm sanding, you know, and then next thing I know, wham, right in the head again. So I got mollywopped twice. The hood and the wind were not my friend that day, to say the least. But we got a few more things we're going to do on here before we get the underhood to paint. I've got to get this brake booster out because the wiper motor, the power supply plug here, it will not fit in between here and the booster. As you can tell, it just will not go through there no matter which way you turn it. I imagine if you loosen the booster, you could probably get it out of there somehow, but we're going to take it out anyways because this is going to be in the way of the painting process. Got some stuff taken off on the clutch sleeve, or the clutch master cylinder here. Got all new K-tune lines to go with the for the slave cylinder adapters to fit, you know, this style. Master cylinder we got here, but probably going to clean this up a little bit more. We pulled the subframe out, and after pressure washing, I thought I got all this pretty clean, but it didn't come out as clean as I had hoped. After removing the subframe, I see there's still some grease hiding like behind the brake line bracket there that holds the little clip, holds your brake line in place. I'm gonna do a little more cleaning, some degreasing, pressure washing. Just kind of go back over everything before we do any more painting. I'm thinking about just blacking these out. Undercoating looks to be in good shape still on the car. I'm thinking about just scuffing this up, some Scotch-Brite, just putting some nice semi-flat or satin black or something under here in the fender wells once we get the car painted. Side skirts, I am going to probably detexturize those, and I'm assuming I can put some adhesion promoter on them, some primer, sand them up, get them nice and smooth. That way we can paint them to match the car. Front bumper wise, as you can see, I don't have the bumper right here readily available to show you, but there's a lip that goes at the bottom of the bumper. I don't know if it's a Type R lip or what, but we're going to figure that out, and it'll probably be painted to match and put on as well. Just a nice stock clean look to it, you know. No black plastic on this build. I'm going to show a process on refinishing these. A lot of people I see have chrome showing through here. Some kind of plastic type epoxy coating that they put on these from the factory. It covers it well. It looks good when it's new, but it doesn't adhere to this well at all after the sun hits it. You see how slick this is. We're going to completely delaminate the rest of this plastic, so you can just pull it off with your fingers pretty much. I mean, I'm just ripping it off. But you can see how slick it is on the other side. It looks it's like gloss. It's so slick and just doesn't stick over time and starts to come apart and crack. So we're going to definitely going to scuff this up, put some nice primer on it, and put some nice I prefer the Worth brand satin black paint. It provides a really nice finish. Previous projects in the past I've used it, and turned out well, really good results. As far as this rubber trim right here, it's not in bad shape. It doesn't look rough or very bad texture or anything, but probably going to clean it up, maybe put a coating on it. I don't know that we're going to paint it per se, but it's pretty flexible, and the paint would more than likely crack with the window going up and down, you know, because I'm pulling that out with my finger right there. But the trim on the back here is this quarter glass. It's smooth, as you can see. No really rough texture, but I do have some tree sap where this thing sat under a tree for a while, a pine tree, of course. Got a little pine tree residue there, but been cleaning it up as we go. We'll get to that when we get to it. But something on the Integras is with age, this weather strip starts to dry up and crack. And what that does is it pulls away from the body, as you can tell here. See if I can get a better angle here. See that gap there, but we're going to attempt to either see if we can get it to lay back down. It's very rigid when you're pushing on it, so it doesn't have a lot of flex. We're going to try a few things. If that doesn't work, if all else fails, I mean, they make these in replacement. I wouldn't want to buy a new old stock, that's for sure. Especially with that logo right there on it. You're gonna pay dearly for that Honda logo right there on that glass. But we'll figure that out. If we come up with a fix for this, we'll definitely follow up on it and let you guys know what we did, how that works. Body wise, we're still on the body. Not a whole lot I can show you on the engine and stuff right now. We're kind of waiting on that. But spoiler, looked at a couple options. The stock was this GS. I believe this car's a GS. That's the spoiler that come on it. Third brake light. We'll probably put a. I'm leaning towards a Type R spoiler. I just like the stock clean look. You know, it's just classic and it's hard to beat, man. You know, function's not, you know, what everybody's looking for as far as full-on race car, but it does have a little bit of function, clean up the airs it's going through. But most importantly, it just looks good in my opinion. Car that you're not going to be doing time attack in or anything like that. I mean, it's perfect. It's all you need looks wise, and it fits the bill for a clean build. The tail lights on this car, we're probably going to keep these red ones. That's the correct tail lights that come in an 01. This car's a 2001. So as far as that goes, exhaust will be the next thing. On the factory, there is a little cutout right here for the exhaust. Leaning towards a 3-inch stainless exhaust all the way back. Might change it up in the future, but that's probably what we're going to do. And then run a K-tune muffler with the little turn down here. Everything goes according to plan. That's what we're going to run, unless I find another option I like better. But for now, that's what we're looking at running. So. Ray, what we got here, buddy? What we got? We got some lines done up.
That's your return. This is going to be your feed.
Return line. Got the feed.
With the top hat.
Top hat. This top hat I got is not this one that's in the car. That's what came in the car.
Janky shit.
Yeah, somebody rushed this, and we're not happy with it. They took a stock fuel hat, and yeah, it's good for a budget, but we're not crazy how they ran the power lines through the center, the power supply through the center of the hole there, and just stuck some silicone around it. So we got the clean injection unit. It's got all the fittings on it, everything. It's got the plug, come with a fuel sock and everything for the fuel pump.
These are waiting to be ran.
Okay. And then it's just a lot cleaner. It come with a power supply plug. We're going to wire it in and clean up some of this wiring that these guys had going in here. They kind of had the right idea, but the execution on it, boost a pump, I guess they were trying to get a little more power to it than what the factory small wires supply to it. So as you can see, they just kind of ran a relay back. Here's your power feed coming in, and they got a relay they had tucked underneath the side panel here. It you know, it works, but we're gonna redo everything. You know, got some exposed wire there on that yellow wire there, and we're gonna redo some stuff and just kind of clean it up and just make sure that we don't have anything that's gonna catch fire or anything. I'm not saying that this was gonna catch fire, but wiring like that, it's a little suspect. There's a little pinhole right there on the corner of this where some wire braid is ripped through that. So we're definitely gonna clean that up and get it up to spec to a nice clean build anyways. That's probably gonna be it for today, guys. We'll we'll follow up on you and do a little more. But that's going to be it for today.
Alright, catch y'all later. Take it easy. Make sure you like and subscribe. I see y'all out there looking. Make sure you like and subscribe. We'll see you later.